Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
How would I describe Mr. Lewis? Respectable, approachable family man that wants to do the right thing.
Okay. Okay. Why did you become a social studies teacher?
I became a teacher because I really enjoy working with students. I'm not, like totally into history. I do like history, but I'm more into students, and I'm more into helping students and helping them to see that, learning can be fun and it's not always boring. And I just like the interaction. I really like middle school, and I love interacting with students and being of help to them.
Jaquise, what do you think about Mr. Lewis?
Oh no, he cool.
Alyssa, what do you think about Mr. Lewis?
A good teacher,
Do you have a good relationship with him?
sometimes.
I grew up in a small town called Laurinburg, North Carolina. It's about 2 hours south of Raleigh. It's right near the border of South Carolina.
What's one of your favorite childhood memories?
One of my favorite childhood memories is going up to like a log cabin with my brother and my mom and dad when we were very, very small. And there was a mouse that lived inside the oven. Not when it was on, but there was like this little mouse, and my mom would put little bits of cheese, and it would come out and we would see it in there, and it was really pretty fun. So.
What do you think about Mr. Lewis?
What do I think about Mr. Lewis? Can you clarify the question?
Like, I don't know.
How do you feel towards Mr.
Yeah, how do you
Lewis?
feel?
Oh, wow, real clarification there. You mean,
Tell us about some of the trips that you've gone on with, like school trips and family trips.
Wow. School trips, I've been to Washington, D.C. before. I've been to several different museums. We've been to the beach, to some aquariums with school trips. With my family, I've been to the Virgin Islands. I've been going there for the past 20 years because my wife is from St. Croix in the Virgin Islands. I've also been to Europe. I've been to Italy. That's pretty much it.
What was your childhood like?
Wow. Childhood. It was good in many respects. In other respects, it was difficult. Like my parents did a lot of fussing and arguing, and so when I was 6 or 7, my parents divorced, and that was very difficult. And then all of a sudden I had a stepfather, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. And so, my brother and I, like we're very, very tight, so we kind of, took care of one another. But it was difficult for a while there, but then, things got pretty, pretty calm.
I know, well, I tell you this, he did integrate the class craft, and I think that's been really good. So he's always looking at ways to get engagement, so that is something that I can give him some props on.
So yeah, so also did this little timeline thing kind of around the room. I want to do a better one next year, maybe with pictures. I'm going to put pictures on them so people can kind of get a visual. But I like timelines because that kind of help my students to put these events in a nice sequence.
Tell us about your teaching skills. Like what?
My teaching skills.
How do you think you did with the kids?
Yeah. How do you?
I think I work well with kids. Teaching is both an art and a science. You can have a teacher who's really skilled at instruction and delivering information to students. And you can have a teacher who's really good with working with students, but not so skilled necessarily with the instructional piece. I like to think that I have a pretty good balance of both, but I think my strength is with establishing a good relationship with students. I know some teachers, they're really good at the instructional piece, but if your students do not have a good relationship with you as a teacher, it doesn't matter how much knowledge you know or how good you are at delivering, they're not going to really receive it and process it. So I try to make sure that students trust me and that they, are having a good time in class and that they're enjoying what they're learning and they're not just totally bored to pieces. So.
If you were able to ask Mr. Lewis any kind of question, what would it be?
Where did he graduate from, and where did he grow up? Where did he grow up?
Thank you. Kellen, what do you think about Mr. Lewis?
I think Mr. Lewis is cool, but he gives a bit too much homework, so at times it can be flooding, Like you don't have enough time in the day to do all of it.